Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. Did you have a little too much fun in the sun this summer? It's no secret that UV rays can take a toll on our skin, leaving it dry, tired, and less vibrant. If you want to hit the undo button on UV-induced aging, say hello to OneSkin, your secret weapon against the summer's toll on your skin. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code REPS at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code REPS. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin. Today's podcast is sponsored by NutriSense. Did you hear that? That was the sound of the NutriSense biosensor that I've been wearing. With NutriSense, I've learned some very interesting things about my body. How I sleep, how much stress I have, my exercise, my energy expenditure, and how my food and drink choices affect my body. When you use NutriSense, it lets you analyze your glucose levels in real time in response to food, exercise, stress, and sleep. For our listeners who want to start decoding your body's messages and pave the way for a healthier life, visit nutrisense.com/reps and get $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. When they ask how you learned about NutriSense, make sure to tell them it was the Between the Reps podcast. That's nutrisense.com/reps for $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. You can thank us later.
I heard her,
Oh, there she is.
Whoa, your hair's dark.
It's because it's oily.
That's really
Honestly,
oily, B.
I'm looking.
That's
I don't
not
know what's happening
oil.
to me. It actually is rosemary oil. I put it in my hair, on my scalp last night because I've been wanting to do it, but I
It's
haven't.
the lighting. No, okay, first of all, it's the
And
lighting.
it's the lighting. I mean,
No, once you were out, I was like, you're lying.
I know. Let's see if it changes if I turn some lights on. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to light myself. It is oily from I put rosemary oil on it. Ugh.
No,
It
it
still looks
definitely
dark in there.
It
I was trying.
It looks
It's
like
just
you were
this.
doing
It's
like a reveal of like, I'm a
Let's try
brunette.
this. Oh, hey guys, look at me.
Look at me, I'm
You
a
know what I
brunette.
do now? I do a middle part slicked back, oily brunette ponytail because that's what the cool guys do. Let's see if this helps. I'm gonna try turning this one off and turn this one.
No, that's better.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better on your face. Yeah. Oh my God, look at you.
Oh my
You're like a glowworm.
I can't see her. Where'd she
You
go?
guys
Oh, there she is.
can't see me?
Now I
Well,
can.
let's
I
just
just had
see.
to switch.
Devin was telling
Honestly,
us what go.
Is there anything else I can do with this? I bought this. You guys, I bought so much shit. I've bought so much shit, Devin, because I need it in Bangkok that I'm going to have to ship it home. I've just been here for so long that it's like there's certain things I bought. Like I bought a dustpan because I'm sick of not having a cleaner kitchen. And I bought cleaner.
Did you buy a broom?
And towels. And I didn't buy a full blown broom because they didn't
Don't
have
even
any
lie
over
though.
the
You're
top.
not going to send a dustpan home.
No, not the dustpan. But but I might buy one of their brooms out here, and I might send that shit home because they're cool as shit.
Okay.
They're real deal brooms, Jeanna. They're like grandma's brooms. You know grandma's broom?
Oh, I do love a grandma broom. Yes.
And it's not as thick. Like they don't have it as thick as grandma brooms, but it's more fanned out. And it's like, fuck it. And they're stiff. They're stiff grandma brooms. And I'm like, you know what?
Covers a lot. It covers a lot.
It covers a lot.
And not a lot. And not a lot can get through it.
Yeah.
You know, between my grandma's broom and do you remember like an old Kirby vacuum cleaner?
My grandma's broom. Yes,
They
my
just
mom.
don't.
No,
They don't make anything the same way anymore. Like even the
When-
pans they have here for me to use in the hotel, the pans, nothing sticks to it, Jeanna. It's so easy to clean. And I should get eggs and all kinds of shit in there. It's nothing sticks. You put soap in it, water, you scrub that bitch, comes right off. I'm like,
And
okay.
it's just a steel pan.
It's just a
It's just
steel
a metal pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so back to the vacuum, my mom was so upset because when we sold my old house that had been my parents' house and she'd been storing all of her shit in the attic, there was this old vacuum that she hadn't used for like 20 years, right?
Was it a Kirby, like a big metal heavy
No,
front?
it was like a weird, back in the day, everything was avocado green or like this weird blue, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to say it's from the 60s or the
So
70s,
awesome.
70s.
You got rid of it, didn't you? You got rid of it, didn't you?
I did. And it was a canister one.
Loser.
I know. It was like a canister, but it looked like an egg. And then it had like a, like the hose attached to it. And it had all the different attachments. But my mom never used it like since like that, like 85 or whatever.
Yeah.
And her whole idea, her process was, because my mom's a hoarder, she had hoarded all these things up in the attic. And she was like, well, no, I kept that up there to clean the attic. And I was like, Mom, I don't know if you've seen the attic, but I don't think you've used it once in this fucking attic. So like,
you're like, it's never been vacuumed.
Yeah. So when we cleaned like, the 6,000 square feet of junk in this house, she was so mad because Kylie said to her, my daughter, she goes, oh, yeah, we got rid of that weird vacuum upstairs. And I was like, hey, don't tell her. And she was like, you got rid of my attic vacuum?
Dude, I just have memories of like, because at my grandma's house, my grandma liked things done in a very specific manner. Mm-hmm. And what comes to mind when I say that is vacuuming. How you vacuumed was very important. I mean, oh yeah. And you always just start at the opposite corner, and you fucking move backwards. I mean, there's no steps. Yeah. You don't, if you leave a step on the carpet,
footprints.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave one when you are finished vacuuming, oh, you got your butt whooped.
Brooke's just like,
you got your butt whooped. And I probably did because I was little and I never got to an age where I was doing the vacuuming. And when I was growing up, even at my own home, it's funny actually thinking back because when I was younger, I always hated this because I just wanted to be included with my sisters, right? Because when you're little, it's like, well, I want you to love me, Lacey, not find me so fucking annoying that you just want to beat me up all the time. But I never got to clean. Like I remember that we had chores. If you guys are listening and either you got young kids because you're newer to the being a parent and you're falling for the fact that kids shouldn't have chores, you are confused. Chores are very important. Chores are very important. And it's a hierarchy within the kids. Yes. This is what we did. Like parents are out of it. Parents come in, they say, this shit better be done before I get home or y'all are grounded or you're getting your butts kicked. That's what we got. And then I'm the youngest. And then it was a hierarchy in my siblings. Like Robin, Cody, only boy. He never did any of this. One, he didn't even, he in the eyes of my sisters, especially of my mom, like in the eyes of my sisters, he didn't clean good enough to have him involved. He actually just got in the way.
And because then you get in trouble if he cleans badly.
Right.
Yes. So my sisters, we'd make a list and I loved doing this. And this is probably why I like having checklists and they make me feel better and make me feel like, productive.
Yeah.
Is my sister would make a list and she'd have all of our names and she'd put all of our things next to our name, what we had to do. And you'd go and you'd do it and you'd come and you'd check it off. My sisters always had to come check my stuff. But here's the funny part. I never was allowed. I think they made me clean the bathroom like one time. Once I got older, like middle school, high school, had to clean the bathroom. But I think I had to clean the bathroom one time. And my sisters were so pissed because I was so bad at it that it was never my chore again. But you know what? You know what was the chore for me that no one else ever had to do was picking up dog poop. And it was Ruby. And I would have to pick up dog poop. And this is not like okay, Brooke, yeah, like dog poop. No, you guys. We had multiple dogs because my brother had a dog. We had a dog. We love animals. And then one time, if we found like a dog that was in need and it got brought home. That's how we are. And in the middle of summer in southern Utah, when you have multiple dogs and you don't have someone picking up poop every single day, because kids, we go to school, we're gone all day. So like my mom, even now, because we just have the couple dogs, my mom just goes out and she likes to pick up poop every day just to keep it clean on the yard. But when you can't do it every day and you go in, like it's Sunday, it's the universal family cleaning day, right? In the heat of summer, all that poop that's hot.
It's hot. It's hot, wet.
And just hot, wet. And I was the one out there with a shovel and a bucket. We had a 5-gallon bucket. And I remember for my birthday, I've told this before, but I keep telling it because it's so funny. My dad got me a pooper scooper for my birthday. Happy birthday!
And you were probably so stoked.
She was like self-serving. I was stoked, Gina. 100%. I was stoked.
Yeah, you were.
And then the only reason I love to laugh about it as an adult is because as you get older, you start to realize the irony.
Yeah. You're like, this actually is kind of bullshit. This is a bullshit present.
Wait a second.
I was really excited at the time.
I was like, you know what? Finally, I don't have to use the shovel. I can use a scoop and a rake. 2 hands, like chopsticks.
No, you're not supposed to use 2 hands with chopsticks.
I know. Actually, when I said it, I kind of knew. I was waiting for you to make that comment. I meant more in a sense of like, I'm picking stuff up with 2 sticks.
I know what you meant. Like an American using chopsticks.
Like an American using chopsticks.
Yeah, like a white person using chopsticks. Yeah. Dunk, 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 dunk. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I always had, I think I've talked about this. I always had the stairway. I had all the spindles I had to dust. All the spindles all the way down. And when you say there's a hierarchy, yes, but no. Like my job, like my mom would come up, she would be like the white glove. She'd be like, nope. And it'd be like that one little tiny piece. And I'd be like,
and you're like, you picked the one spot.
Yeah.
The one spot. You couldn't have wiped it over there or checked it right there.
It's 3:00 on a Saturday. I have nothing. I can't do anything else. Now I have to start all over. And it was always like, you could start from the top to the bottom. Like kids these days don't even know. They don't even
scrubbing the bathroom with a toothbrush. Okay. Now the issue with this, the only issue is
whose toothbrush do you use?
There was a designated bathroom toothbrush. But the issue with this is it ruins you. When you grow up in a home that has, discipline and order and you learn how to clean, it all sucks when you're growing up, but it really actually doesn't. Because then you grow up into someone who continues to like live in order. You can have order or clean. You like things nice and clean. Now, how it ruins you is I remember like dating and my ex. It's like no one can ever clean the way that you want it cleaned.
I know. I agree.
And then maybe it's a good thing because what do we learn? We learn patience. Like Jeanna, you having to learn so much patience by letting Daniel cook in your kitchen.
It sounds like I'm sick, but I'm a smoker, but I'm not.
Well, I've been sick, so I totally I get it.
Yeah. No, it's so true. Like
I've been sick out here.
Like I have a huge issue with like dirty stoves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't do a dirty stove. Like you pick the grate up, you clean the grate, you clean under it, like, and then you wipe it down so there's no streaks. Like It's
And how you can tell how clean someone is if you walk in their kitchen and you look at their fucking stove.
Yeah, look at their stove.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just take a peek at it.
I know. It's kind of like, it's a very dated thing to say, but I used to say like, look at their tea kettle.
That's true. Dude, but that is true.
That is true.
And if they're
because
if they're
it looks like there's hair growing on it. And
it has a layer.
Yes.
If it's one that they leave out too, because it's like kind of decorative and they use it periodically.
And I don't think people do that anymore.
Or more times. I mean, I totally would if it was a nice kettle. I always had a kettle on the counter on my stove in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like what you do. What's weird is I feel like
I remember getting a thick layer of oil on it. It was had like a thick layer of grease, and you'd go to wipe it,
and all the dust would stick to it.
It would stick to it, and depending on what you use, like maybe it's a paper towel because you're just like doing a quick cleanup, and the paper towel kind of sticks to it. You're like, fuck, now I gotta clean it.
Yeah,
now's the time. You know what? You know what? Let's just throw it away. I'll buy a new one. I'm going to Target. I'm going to Ross.
You know, another one is like if somebody has a really dirty toaster.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
You gotta clean that.
I'll give you a pass if you have kids. Like if you have kids and they're at that age where they cook for themselves, that's a pass.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you're a working parent, because that's understandable. You know, if you're a parent that also like either is working or you're running, or like, I don't know, Jeanna, where you had so many kids, you had to run them everywhere across town. If you got a dirty toaster, I'm gonna let that pass because I see the big picture.
I see the big picture. You know what? There have definitely been times like when I like, even like recently, I like opened my microwave and I was like, oh no. And
how did I let it get this bad?
And it only takes one dish.
Yeah.
Like one dish too long and it's fucked up. Like it's on everything. It's on the door. Yeah. It's, you know, I live by myself now and I'm grossed out by myself.
Yeah, I gross myself out all the time.
Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. Did you have a little too much fun in the sun this summer? It's no secret that UV rays can take a toll on our skin, leaving it dry, tired, and less vibrant. If you want to hit the undo button on UV-induced aging, say hello to OneSkin, your secret weapon against the summer's toll on your skin. OneSkin products are all powered by the revolutionary OS1 peptide. This proprietary peptide is scientifically proven to reduce the amount of senescent cells, in other words, old skin cells, which are a central source of skin aging. I am a total skeptic of anything that makes big claims, but I will tell you, OneSkin kind of proved me wrong. I have tried countless skincare regimens, products from all over the globe, trying to keep my skin in the best condition it can possibly be for this almost 45-year-old woman. I am telling you right now, OneSkin exceeds what they say they're going to do for your skin. These products have absolutely blown my mind. OneSkin has in-house research and development, and they were able to measure the efficacy of age reversal molecules in their lab by staining skin samples in the lab for senescent cells and analyzing changes to the skin's genetic data before and after exposure to the OS1 peptide. OneSkin scientists found that the OS1 peptide reverses skin's biological age by reducing the number of senescent cells by up to 50%. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code REPS at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code REPS. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy, with OneSkin.
Want me to tell you a really gross story, and it has nothing to do with a microwave, but it does have to do with something all over.
Yes.
Okay. So recently,
how gross are you?
Well, it's not me, but someone out there is fucking gross. Okay. Recently, I had to fly to Malaysia for a very quick trip to extend my passport here in Bangkok because everything's been pushed. Because many of you are listening, if you are someone who's, I've only talked about this on here. I haven't talked about it really at all on Instagram, but that I'm supposed to be home in October 9th or so. Now I'm not going to be home till I'll fly home November 6th.
You live there now.
Probably. I live here. And you know what? I'm 100% okay with it, except for I really miss my horses and I miss my family and I miss my friends, but I am going to come back and I'm currently learning Thai. That's besides the point. I was in the airport. I had to fly to Malaysia by myself, which is totally fine, but it was a little bit under, here I go. I don't, never been here. Not really sure what it's going to be like. Is it going to be like flying through the Philippines in Manila? Like when I go through customs, like what's it going to be like? It was super easy. I had to stay at an airport hotel. So I found out we did this like overnight trip because then if you need to be there for like so many hours and you could come cross back and they would give you a whole new stamp in Thailand. So I fly there at like 10:30 p.m. get to this airport hotel because I was by myself and I basically told the production, I said flat out, I'm like, I'm not going to be okay if I have to stay, 6 hours in a closed down airport in a country I've never been to.
Yeah. And have my passport taken.
Yeah. Yes. So they got me a hotel room. Well, I've never stayed at like an airport hotel. I don't know if any of you have. Some of our listeners, I'm sure you have. I never have. And also with this said, I don't know if they're all the same. But Jeanna, I get checked in. It's like a short walk from like coming out from baggage claim. I get checked in. You go, like, you get your key card, you go open like this locked door. There's only so many rooms. It's almost like cabins, right? Like cabins in a boat. And I opened my hotel room door and I just started laughing so loud because it was a coat closet. I kid you not. It was like
They're
from
so
the
small.
door, dude, from the door to the wall, like when you walk in, 8 feet.
So it's just
I'm
like
not kidding.
a bed.
Yes, the length of a twin bed. The bed is the length of the room. It goes from the wall to the wall. It's almost like a little kid's like loft bed, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm laughing. Well, I'm like, okay, I need to go pee. I brought stuff to maybe shower, wash my face. Like I didn't bring a lot, but I definitely tried to bring some stuff to take care of myself. As soon as I opened that door, I was like, oh, I've overpacked. I have 100%. I thought I was fine. I thought I was like, yeah, Brooke, you're just going to carry on. You're going to take just face wash, no makeup, really. You don't need anything to get ready. Just like a brush, pajamas, maybe your book.
Right.
I don't know. I for sure overpacked. I go in the bathroom. There's 3 bathrooms. It has a toilet, mirror, shower, like enclosed, closed sliding shower door. I go in the first one. It was disgusting in there. So I left immediately. I went in the next one. It was a little bit better. So I go in there and as I'm getting ready to go potty, I'm looking at the toilet and I'm looking at the wall. And here's the thing. Everyone here just uses bidets. So when someone shit and they use the sprayer, that sprayer sprayed. Okay. And this was the cleaner of the bathrooms because there wasn't any poop on the toilet, anything. But I didn't even realize
There's shit on the walls?
There was shit on the wall, And then as I'm like scanning, there's a little poop. There's a little poop on the end of the sprayer. I was like, oh gosh, I have to use this one though, because the other ones were way worse.
They were worse than the shit on the walls. Oh no.
So I did it. I peed in there.
You're like, I got an instant UTI.
So embarrassed. I literally sat down and I was like, this is what it's come to. Well, you know, it could be 100 times worse. It could be 100 times worse.
Shit
And I wanted to shower. I wanted to take a shower because I just had been in an airport and in like not the best part of the airport. And I was surrounded by, I just was so nervous I was going to get sick. And guess what? I did end up sick on my flight home. I took some antibiotics, so now I'm definitely doing better, but I've got all the residual. I've got runny nose. I had 2 coughing attacks yesterday filming, not during filming, but like in between just talking to people. One of them, I'm talking to Brandon and I'm talking to Marco. Brandon is the director and Marco's the lead. And I don't remember what we're talking about, but all of a sudden I get like that something in my throat. And I was like,
yeah.
And I was like, I just put my finger up and just fucking hauled ass. Run away. Like because I started coughing. It's a coughing attack that does not stop. Well, I didn't even know this had happened, but the bathroom, we were shooting this scene. It's in a bar. And Devin, it was on Kosan Road.
Oh, was it really?
On Kosan Road. Yeah.
Huh.
Jeanna, Kosan Road is like, it's like the...
She was telling me about it on the last
Nightlife Road.
Yes.
And I tell you what, it is fucking wild. And I got spotted. I took pictures with this girl who's like, I follow you on Instagram. He was working. She's Thai, which was great. But so many people man, I don't even know if I would really have enjoyed it if I were like in my 20s and just ready to go to dance and have a party. I don't even know because there's so many people. But
I was telling Jeanna on the last episode that we were trying to find something to do and thinking like, well, we should go check it out. And we pulled up pictures and saw how crowded it was. And we're like, never mind. No.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe during the day.
Yeah. And because like the rain and stuff, and it did rain last night off and on. But what I am about to say is something apparently had happened in the bathroom in this bar. We also had to be done shooting by it was like 6 o'clock because they had to take everything out and then get it ready to open it for the night. So it was like a quick turnover. It was wild. But I'm like coughing. There's crew everywhere. And I go into the bathroom where I know the bathroom is, the lights are all off. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't know I can't find a light. So I'm trying to not trip and fall. I'm hacking. Like I'm hunched over, walking through this dark bathroom. And I get to the back and it smells god awful. And I'm just coughing. I've got my hands on my knees, trying to breathe. And I finally am stopping and it won't stop. And then I grab toilet paper. I'm blowing my nose. It was a mess. And now I'm sweating profusely, Devin. I'm full kit. And it's already hard, Jeanna, to like keep me from sweating. Like the amount of times they have to powder my face.
I can't even imagine.
Is a lot.
So but I'm sweaty and gross.
I mean, I'm upside down and I'm just like, I can feel the sweat coming off me. And I'm thinking, I'm hacking and I'm thinking, oh shit. What are they going to do? Like,
how are they going to fix this?
Dude, I finally emerged. I finally emerged and I'm just like, okay. Can you find Ace? Can you find me a little tea? Can anyone find me some tea?
Oh, babe.
Oh, man.
And they're like, production's aware of like what happened to me. And how sick I got. I mean, I didn't do almost anything for days trying to heal up before we started filming again. I did finish antibiotic. I got some amoxicillin. In fact, you know what? Devin, I'm thinking I might want to go to the pharmacy and pick up a few things before I come home. Stuff that you can't just have.
was going to ask you to do that and get doubles for me.
Well, I think you should
You want me to give you a list?
Yes, because
Okay.
I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go to multiple different pharmacies because they don't like write your name down to be able to get so many of packs of amoxicillin or so many packs of XYZ.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a list.
I love that you said XYZ.
I know that there's at least.
I know everyone out there is like, what does that mean?
Is that an old saying?
No. XYZ.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything.
XYZ.
It could be anything. Yeah. Everyone's like, are you a druggie? No. It's funny because
you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about, dude, amoxicillin, like some just basic, straightforward antibiotic that would probably be really great for people to just have on hand. But in America, you don't just have it on hand.
No, you can't. No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But I'm going to get some and I'm going to bring it home.
Bring it home.
Gina, let me know if you want to put in an order.
Rebel.
I know. I was like, well, I can't say what XYZ is for me. Although it's like, I feel like every single time somebody goes to Mexico, they're like, hey, do you want some Xanax? And I was like, I don't know if I do well on that. Like my sister needs some to fly. But I'm like, if I take it, I'm fucking down for the count. So no. But it's
I have some. I have some for my anxiety, but I actually have some to help me sleep. But I haven't I don't use it all the time, but
it's part of the XYZ.
It's part of that was in the XYZ.
It's the X and the YZ. No, it's funny that you said that because I was just telling somebody, it was so funny. I went out the other night and everyone was like, having a drink or whatever. Shit, I didn't see something out. And so we're all sitting there and a couple of us had microdosed some mushrooms. Right. Mm-hmm. And so we're feeling good or whatever. And this girl comes in and she's like, hey guys, does anybody want any ketamine? And I was
yikes.
No. And I got some ketamine.
Hey, well, here's your sign. How to know that Jeanna lives in California in a beach town? Hey, we're just microdosing mushrooms. Hey, does anyone want any ketamine?
Yeah, anybody want any ketamine? And literally, the girl next to me, she goes, whoa. And she's whoa. She goes, whoa, that's a different party.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you fucking kidding me? Do I want ketamine? No. Of course I don't.
You're clearly you don't feel good about it by being on it by yourself, that you want all of us to be like, yeah, we want ketamine too. Special K is always my favorite cereal.
No, all I just kept thinking is that movie where that's you go to door.
You better pull that thing out.
You know what I mean? I was like,
hey man. Hey man.
No.
You got a dart in your neck.
Hey, yeah, I'll microdose some mushrooms or have a couple.
You know what? People just don't. People don't realize that this it's gone too far.
It's gone too far.
You guys, it's gone too far. We were at a great spot, a very comfortable, good spot, and now you are really exceeding it so much that you're not going to take that back. Yeah, you've gone too far, and you're not going to take it back. And one day you're going to have a realization, thinking man, I should have not gone too far.
I should not have gotten to that hole.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Nutrisense. Did you hear that? That was the sound of the Nutrisense biosensor that I've been wearing. With Nutrisense, I've learned some very interesting things about my body. How I sleep, how much stress I have, my exercise, my energy expenditure, and how my food and drink choices affect my body. Do you ever feel like if you just ignore something for long enough, it'll go away? Yeah, well, that used to be my mindset about my health. But After trying NutriSense, I realized that knowledge is actually power and that there are things that you can do once you have the information that will help you feel better. Your glucose levels can significantly impact how you feel and how your brain works. When you use NutriSense, it lets you analyze your glucose levels in real time in response to food, exercise, stress, and sleep. It has been fascinating and a little scary to see my results. My nutritionist helped me interpret the data that I was seeing and answered all my questions. For our listeners who want to start decoding your body's messages and pave the way for a healthier life, visit nutrisense.com/reps and get $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. When they ask how you learned about NutriSense, make sure to tell them it was the Between the Reps podcast. That's nutrisense.com/reps for $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. You can thank us later.
Girl, you're
You
gonna
want
ruin
something
your
cool?
night. No,
I bought something.
You got what?
I bought something.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Are you in Tron, the movie Tron?
Dude, this was my Hail Mary for trying to help my skin.
What's wrong with your skin?
Oh, just you know how I've had like all my skin issues.
Well, it's called 30s.
Yeah, it's also called stress. It's a lot of things, but my skin issues have lasted. Like I've had hormonal acne that I kid you not, Jeanna, I have had the same stuff that just goes to be more inflamed to less inflamed to more inflamed to less inflamed for well over a year. I mean, if not longer.
Yeah, it's called
And
the 30s.
While I'm out here,
Lasts for 10 years.
while I'm out here, I've been really trying to heal my skin. Like I don't wear makeup. And I did some reading about light
I can't
therapy.
take you seriously wearing that right now. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, I'll show you the colors. We got blue.
Okay.
We got yellow.
Dude, you look like you should be in Tron.
I'm a Power Ranger.
Or
I'm a Power Ranger.
No, or you kind of look like you should be in like the movie Dune or something.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, this is me.
Well, so wait, is it working?
I think so.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Devin could tell you because she's been seeing it since I've been out here. We had a day from filming.
I can't really
Devin,
see
can
it
you-
very well. Hold on.
Well, it's also terrible
Wait.
light. This is like a yellow
Yeah.
light.
Oh yeah, I see those two babies still. But it looks
those
better. Yeah.
were huge, Jeanna. And like
Yeah.
I get like hormonal ones right
Yeah.
here. Both of my thyroids. Apparently
You're getting
my
zits
thyroids
on your
are in
thyroid?
distress. My thyroids are in distress. They are. I take thyroid medication. So anyways, I started
my thyroid.
Yeah, my thyroids are like, yeah, fuck you. I'm like, I know, right? I suck. No, but I started using it. Before I bought that, that's one of those purchases out here that I got to get home. But before I bought it, because I saw it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to read about that and like see if that's a really good brand, if it's worth getting, and see what the reviews are saying about light therapy. And everything that I was finding and like seeing before and after photos were pretty impressive for just like skin color. And I get really red and rosacea, and my texture's been all fucked up since just through my 30s. And I've had different issues with my skin, like my area, what is it? The dermatitis issue I was having. I can't remember what it was called. Perioral dermatitis. Like that's something that will never go away. It's something that I'll always have, and it will just, it will get inflamed. Yeah. Like when winter, it could happen, and it you'll get it around your face and around your eyes. And so things like that are just causing extra problems that are beyond acne. And it seemed to have like really good reviews for inflammation, for killing bacteria and things like that. So I've been using it and I think it's actually been helping, which makes me super excited.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great. No, I feel like the 30s are amazing everywhere else except for female's skin.
Yeah.
And it is always like it's cystic acne basically.
Yeah, like
it's
hormonal
like, yeah, it comes here.
Well, that's what all this is.
Yep. Yeah.
I've had these problem spots that are cystic that will not quit. And what I tried doing, because since being out here, I've just bought all those like zit patches, right? Which I didn't buy. Like I didn't buy into it when I started seeing all like the TikTokers wearing their fucking, I'm out in public and I got blue stars all over my face. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if those work. Well, I finally tried them when I was home before I came out here and I liked them.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is I also got one of those skin tools that has like the needle end on one end. And so I've just been poking a hole without picking at zits, poking a hole in it and then putting a zit sticker on it to try and help, like those cystic ones, try and help suck that shit out.
Yeah, soak in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's helped quite a bit.
The thing with that is it's like what most people don't realize is like it's so fucking painful. Like those, like all
they
of
hurt.
those, they hurt. They're like the giant, like underground, and you can't help but just like want to just fuck, just.
And I have, dude. I have. I have. I've been like,
and it does nothing. You know what it's doing?
Making it worse.
You know what it's doing?
Yeah.
It's just shooting it further inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not coming out. And every time you like squeeze
I'll be right
it,
back.
it's just like more like clear shit. Are you blowing your nose? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Those are the worst. Faith calls them Rondas.
Rondas?
Yeah. I don't know where that came from, but she's like, oh man, I got a big old Rhonda.
I got a big old Rhonda. I like that actually. No, it's funny. Like I woke up the other morning and like I'll get like a zit every once in a while. Like I'm old as fuck, right? Well, not old as fuck, but I'm just like,
You're not old as fuck.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like in, I'm into my 50s. And
you're old, man. You are fucking old.
You're fucking old, man. And so I was like, and I've joked about it before, like it's not fair to get wrinkles and zits at the same time. It just feels like
it is not
completely wrong to be so dried out that you get wrinkles, but so greasy that you get some zits. Like that.
I'm living it.
Yeah.
I'm living it.
Yeah. No, you're not. Not yet.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
No,
I'm living it.
You will
Jeanna
be.
Marie.
Okay.
I'm living it.
Okay.
I have some impressive lines because I also didn't get Botox before I came out here because I didn't want to everything was happening so fast. I had to try and get ready before leaving town. And then I got ready and then they pushed my departure date. But then if I would have got Botox then, any chance that I could have had less movement than what I wanted, to act. Yeah. And I'm a very expressive person. And that's why I get maintenance Botox because I'm so expressive. I didn't want to have any issues. So as I get dry or my skin's getting irritated, it's like 10 times worse for me right now. So that's also why I got the red light and I've got, this gua sha that's, I should show it to you. Hang on.
She goes away. I'm like, I get it, but I'm also 20 years older.
Right.
You guys, I'm by myself. I'm an adult with money and I'm spending all of my money and I don't know how I'm going to make it back, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay.
It's a GoFundMe. Where did you
live at home
to get you back?
You guys, I've spent all my money
to get Brooke back from Thailand.
Yeah. So I bought this to try and it's a gua sha tool, which I have used before, like the little rose quartz ones that came in a monthly subscription box that someone was just sending me to try and get me to promote it. Those things break really easy.
Like a roller.
It's got like a curved end. So it's not like a sharp end. And so you just kind of move it right washout tool. You put
Okay.
oil on your skin so you can move it really nicely. But this one has light therapy.
Oh shit.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Like
so it's got red, and then it also has like a well, I'm going to say vibration, but what they would say is oscillating, right?
Right.
You can like hear it, so it's got a vibration too. So I've been using that, and it's got these different settings for lights. And I think that's helping too, just with inflammation and tone and trying to keep my skin from getting really dry and start like really sinking into my lines. I do think that's helping maintain a nicer overall appearance. So when I go to shoot, when they put my makeup on, it's not, you know,
Like
more of a mistake.
they're just like getting out like their cover up and they're like,
Yeah.
like going
It's
over.
like it's a spatula. It's like the little
Oh.
spatula.
Fucking
Or it's a
Michelangelo over here
it's
just
a
having
little
it work
roller.
his magic.
It's a little roller.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the thing I sent you on Instagram? It's the lady that does face yoga, and it's supposed to like change and refine the shape of your face. Did you watch that one?
I haven't watched it, but I tell you what, Devin, you're late to the party. I've been watching those videos for a long time. I'm just too lazy to do them
You're
to
late
myself.
to the party. Dude, I got a jazzercise one time.
Dude, I bought one too.
Hey, do you think it's working?
You know what? I think it is. I bought one of those, but then I didn't like it. Either it didn't come with like the teeth molds, or there was something to make it fit your teeth.
No, dude,
perfectly.
it hurt my mouth. It hurt my mouth.
Oh, yeah?
It hurts. It
Yeah.
hurts.
I'm gonna
mine,
be honest. I was gonna use it, and I was using it a few times, and then what made me nervous is because I have veneers. I was like, you know what? I think I'll just keep the jaw I have, because if I break my teeth, that'll be way worse. I'll look way
Right?
worse.
Yeah.
That'll
I get it.
backfire. That'll backfire hard.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I just feel like at this point, it's like my teeth are so bad anyway. But it's like I kept trying to use it, and it was like, you start out slow, and you're like, and I was like, this hurts already. This fucking hurts already. Like I don't, and honestly, like how is this skin gobbler just gonna all of a sudden go up from doing that? How?
I have to tell you how we go like this.
Yeah.
I've already decided. I'm like, man, what did we say, Devin? We wanted to try and get a 2-for-1 deal. Oh, out here.
Oh, a necklace.
So much face stuff. It is wonderful. And
So
also
much.
it's a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, because there's so much that you're like, fuck, like I
How
love all of it.
go?
But can anyone speak good enough English? Like, help me pick what's going to be the best, because I want all of it, but
Wait, like surgery?
No, I don't need all of it. Just treatments, lasers, all the treatments, and surgeries too.
But like the whole floor of a whole floor of the malls are dedicated to like
Beauty.
skin and beauty.
And there's spas in the malls.
and
I mean, I love
dermatologists that do
Dude.
Botox and lasers in the malls.
Oh shit.
Like walk
And I've
in,
talked to
like,
I've
"Hi."
talked to a lot of people that I've met that like they come here and they get like they go and do all the things, and I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm like this at home. Like you guys are the same. It's like I'm very particular. Like it's your face, so I really gotta know that you're the. I gotta know that you're the guy. Like you can do it, and you're not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, because like if you get it done in a mall, are you gonna be like, hey man,
Right.
like do you have
Someone walk me to the exit.
like you just went to a kiosk and you're like, just this didn't work out right. And it's like all of a sudden like your fucking eyebrows like
You went to a kiosk.
You're like, what kind of repercussions do I have?
Hey guys, on a lighter.
No refunds. No refunds. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No
You're like,
refunds.
oh no.
But why?
And then, but why? And then you walk a little bit further, and there's another place that they're like, oh no, we can fix.
Yeah.
We can fix you.
Yeah.
We can fix you. Come on in. You're like, okay, thank you.
You just keep
No,
getting
but
more fucked up every single one.
It is really wonderful out here. It really is, to be honest. And there's obviously a lot of things that make it difficult to live not difficult, but very different, right? For talking about myself. But to be honest, like, you can definitely get around the things that aren't necessarily you might be into, right? There's a lot of cool stuff. And I've had people that are like, I want to hear all the stories when you get home. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have like a bunch of stories. Like, I live here. Like, I have a routine. Like, I'm not out here like I'm not partying. I'm not going to the bars. We went by some last night. And I was like, oh man, if I were like, even just like a couple of years ago when I first was going through a really rough breakup, if me and my friends were here, we could have a lot of fun. But now, you know, I walk around, I'm like, God, I'm tired though. That looks exhausting. That looks bad. That looks like you take a lot of things home with you. That looks like if you walk in there, if they bump into you, you're going to take some stuff home with you, you know, but it's definitely really entertaining to like see.
Yeah.
But like when we went to Phuket, which is somewhere I always wanted to go, it was gorgeous. And I learned here, because I've been around locals because I'm working with them for the production team. Some of the girls, I've told them, I'm like, you guys want to hang out? I'm like, I'm fine. You guys want to like,
hey, you guys want to be friends?
Yeah. Do you want to hang out?
Yeah.
But she had said, because I told her we were walking around last night waiting for production to finish. We were walking around Koh San and she goes, there's a lot of, you come here. She's like, she never goes there. She's like, if friends come to town, they always want to go to Koh San Road. And I'm like, probably because it's just easy. It'd be easy for you too. Like, you hate going there because you're local and no one goes there that are locals unless you're working there. But it's easy for entertainment, right? Like, you don't have to do much for friends because there's so much shit going on. You don't have to like try and entertain people. And I told her, she said, there's really good food. And I said, to be honest, I was like, I haven't really tried a lot. And she's like, really? And I was like, well, the first month I was here, I said, you know, I went to Bali and I got violently ill. Yeah. And so the first month I actually lost weight. I've put it back on. Don't you guys worry with pizza and pasta. But I lost weight because I couldn't eat. And it wasn't that I didn't want to eat. It's like I actually was nauseous at the thought of certain things, of the look of certain things. And I think a lot of that was just like my PTSD, like me remembering my guts, remembering what something smelled like or tasted like. And I got violently ill. And so, but after a month, I'm now to a point like I feel a little bit better. My body is like, yeah, we could try that. You know, my butthole's like, I think I can hold up against that. Give her a try. Give her a try, Brett. Okay, that was, and then sometimes it's like, okay, whoa, that one was too spicy. Let's cut down the spice. Reel back to spice.
Yeah.
But yeah, violently ill. But I told her, I'm like, I'd love to try some more stuff now. It's like, I only have a few weeks left and I've been here for as long as I have. And I'm like, I haven't branched out, you know, people want to hear stories. And I'm like, I mean, I have some fun stories, but to be honest with you, like, I rarely leave my hotel. If I'm working, I leave. And then if I'm not working and now Devin's not here, like I've gone and done things, but then I got sick. It's like shortly after you left, then I was sick and it's like, well, I'm not going to go anywhere now. But I was, Jeanna, I started going to Muay Thai and I love it. And it just beats the shit out of me.
I know. I saw your
love
legs.
it. I love it so much.
Well, and you are a glutton for punishment.
I overindulge.
You do love to beat the shit out of yourself.
Overindulge. But I will tell you this story of the first time I went, just because I think it's really funny. So I had been wanting to go, even when Devin was here. I was thinking, you know, I want to try it. Yeah, and we had talked about maybe trying to go see a Muay Thai fight, but difficult with schedule and whatever days they're actually having fights going on. I finally I'm just sick of going to the gym here. I'm just sick of going to the gym and
doing
I need to exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I need to exercise, but I wanted to enjoy it more. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go take a Muay Thai class. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how to contact them or like, do they even do classes? Is it only privates? No idea. But there's a gym I'd seen across the street from my hotel. It's a whole like little, almost looks like it's in like a old strip mall. Like it's just
It's like an old dojo.
Yeah. Yes. And so I got
I've
up
seen
and I got
Karate Kid.
dressed. Yeah. Listen, I've seen Karate Kid. Wax
Hey.
on, wax on. So I get all ready for the gym and I go across the street and it's closed. It's locked. So I'm like, well, shit. So I go back to the hotel and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just do, I'll walk on the treadmill, get some cardio in, and then just do something at the hotel and call it good. Get in the sauna and call it good. But I asked the guys that are trainers in the gym here, they speak a little bit of English. I said I wanted to try Muay Thai. And I went across the street, but it was closed. And they said, oh, you have the only place you need to go is to PK I want to say Senchai, but it might be Sain Chen. I can't remember. But it's PK gym. And I said, okay, like I don't know what that is. And I'm like, yeah, I said, how far is it from here? And they're like saying, just take a motorbike, etc. And he wrote down the address for me so I could get there and let me know, like, this is the gym. It's like, you got to go to PK gym. And I'm like, cool. Yeah. So I decide to go. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go right now. I tried to like look online. I was in there in the gym, like trying to look online. I'd like been on the treadmill for like 40 minutes, just getting some cardio, breaking a sweat, trying to figure out the schedule. But like everything is like to their Facebook page, right? Like not a lot of like websites. And I finally found a picture of like their hours and it said like all levels welcome. And it was really hard to understand because it was like, you would pay for like a half a day or you'd pay this price. You could have the hours in the morning and the hours in the afternoon and come twice a day. And they're clearly a place that people come here and they train, like fight camp, like they train. So they also have a price for like a month. And then if you also are staying and need lodging, like it's priced for this. And so I'm like, okay, I tried to message them on Facebook. And so I decided, you know what, I'll just go there and I'll see what it's all about. And I can at least check it out. And if I can't do anything today, at least I could find out if I could come back and what that would look like. So you have me, right? I know you know what I look like. Mm-hmm. I stick out here, especially. And I get a car and I go to PK gym. As we're pulling up, it's like down this really small road. And we're pulling up and it's like this. I mean, it is a dojo, okay? But it's huge. And it's a garage door open. It has like the windows that have like the bars on the windows and they're all like red and different colors. There's scooters everywhere because everyone's in there training. I got there probably like 3:30 in the afternoon. And as my car pulls up, and this is the last time I got a car there. Now you just get a go bike. And Devin, I've been going on the go bikes. I went on the go bike on the highway and I was like, I might die. I might die. My hair's just blowing in the wind and I'm holding on the back of the scooter and we're doing, I don't know, felt like we were doing 100 miles per hour. But I get out of the car and I'm like, I got my backpack on and there's probably 50 people in there, dudes, all ages, just absolute monsters. Apparently, this is one of the top 3 best Muay Thai gyms.
Oh wow!
Like this is like it's like a famous gym, and here I show up.
You're like, hey guys,
I walk in, and all the guys are like looking at me, and I'm like, because of course there's a few girls there too, and they got girls that are fighters, but I'm like. I was terrified. Like in this moment, Devin, since you left, there's been a few things that I do. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm so proud of you, Brooke. I'm so proud of you.
Just going to say, I'm so proud of you.
Good job, babe.
But yeah, I went in and I was like, there's so much communication, like, struggles, but using like my app and things like that, I paid my fee. I didn't really know, like, you basically just like you paid and you just go. And I'm like, where do I go? And I'm like, hang on, where do I go? Can I pay for someone to help me? But I basically get, she helps me and I put my stuff down and the guy, I cannot remember his name, but he's this older dude and he is awesome. And I've worked with some of these older guys and all the instructors, dude, are just monsters in there. I mean, there are some old Thai fighters in there just beating the shit out of these little kids, like showing them what's up. It's incredible. It really is like so cool to see. And the girl kind of helps me. She gets me hand wraps. And they told me to like get on the treadmill, like to warm up because they have like some weights in there and treadmill stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm warm because I had just walked on the treadmill for 40 minutes and just wanted to see what it was all about. I get in, he puts my hand wraps on. Of course, all of them are like looking at me because my physique, you know?
Yeah.
And so we start doing things and hit mitts and kicks and all kinds of things. And there's a huge language barrier. So I'm having to like watch and try to do, and he's trying to teach me and talk to me like the tiniest amount of English. But luckily I have so much experience in like dance choreography that there is like, I was doing pretty good at like communicating and trying to, you know, help me, help him, help me. And it was so fun and so exhausting and so addicting and so funny because he told me that I am so good at punching, but my kicks are no good. And that has been so motivating. And it's like me trying to explain to him too, like what I was trying to figure out for myself is really like, I need to know where my feet should be, how I get there, like in relation, so I can be balanced and whatever. It's a movement thing. And when he'd have me do something and I would try and be memorizing it and like doing the motion so I can like memorize my body positions, etc., he'd stop me and be like, want me to like hit him hard. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I have to practice it. I have to watch you and practice it so I can, and then I can try harder. Right. Jeanna, I was so sore. I did it. I've done it 3 times and now I won't go again until next week. And then I've got like 10-day break from shooting and I'm just going to do Muay Thai.
Dude, I think it's so cool.
I'd want to come back just so I could go and take more classes. It's really fun. I mean, and it's really cool being there.
Classes. I would also love to like be thrown into one of those classes. Can you imagine?
Dude, that was Devin, Jeanna, that was me, dude.
Ow.
But yeah.
It's so stupid.
Super fun. And I've met some people there, like they've, a bunch of people, they always talk to me. First day, I was leaving or it may have been my second day, but I was leaving and I've met a bunch of guys in there that are like from Spain and they're there, like living, training, fighting. And, but whatever day it was, either Friday or Saturday, I was grabbing my stuff. And when you walk in, like up in the front, there's a big octagon, like a cage, ring. And everyone puts their shoes up against the front wall and your shit. There's ants everywhere. So I strategically put my bag and things in a place where they probably won't get ants on them. But I'm like getting my bag and I'm, getting my water and calling for a car. There's a bunch of kids. They're not all kids, but in that ring that I'm right up against. And I'm looking down and I know they're talking about me, right? Like I know they are. And I can kind of hear them. And then finally one of them says in English, "Do you fight?"
Oh.
And I go, "Oh, no."
No, it's not me.
And then I was
I'm not her.
Kind of explained. And then that is not me. I am not her. But they're so sweet. The guys were like telling me that, flexing at me and tell me that I was Suai, which is beautiful, so beautiful. But it was cool. So after I went the first day, I was like, okay, now I feel a little bit more comfortable coming back because now they've seen me. I've been here. They know I've been here. It was just that first time going. Yeah. And if I would have felt like I was just kind of in the way or like they didn't really have like the patience for someone so new, especially with a language barrier and so new, then I probably wouldn't have gone back because I wouldn't want to almost really just be in the way and make it difficult for them to like work with the people that are there to train and compete. But I loved it. And they almost like, when I went back, this woman, she's probably, I mean, she's for sure like either like a grandma or an aunt or someone who's like married or part of the family to people that run that place, right? Like they got a system they run, and it's really cool. Like when you're there training, they have the sauna, they have ice baths, they do tea. They've got this, like, she's back there freshly chopping all these herbs and greens and making this concentrate for the fighters to put in their water when they're done training. Super cool. But the day I came back Saturday, I turn around, I walk in and turn the corner, and she has, and they do say, they like talk about Thai people and their smiles. They're just so happy. She was so happy when I walked in, and that made me feel even better. Cause I'm like, you know, I can come back. I'm going to come back a lot. And what's really fun is like when I've had to show them video of me like weightlifting, like to help them understand, like, I am an athlete, but I don't compete anymore, you know, then they see like my Instagram and they're like, oh, and I'm like,
That's like the girls on that snorkeling trip when they saw it, they were like,
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. It's happened a few times. And what I love about, like, I don't, you know, you guys already know this, but I don't care. And I definitely don't. I very rarely, I think the last time we ever flexed my Instagram following was when me and Jeanna, I was supposed to be taking Jeanna on her 50th birthday trip to Jamaica. Remember that, Jeanna?
Yeah.
And then COVID ruined it. COVID ruined your 50th birthday present.
Yes, I do remember that.
That was the only time where I was like, you know, Devin, let's see if we can, like, if there's any resorts or where I can go and do something, like go and do a vacation, like all of these other influencers
Keep doing.
Yeah. And then clearly it wasn't for me because COVID took that opportunity right out of our hands.
Yeah, it really did. Swept the rug right out from under us.
But it makes it so it's fun for me when I'm interacting or, you know, getting to know people, and then they want to, like, we connect on Instagram and they go to my Instagram and they're like, oh,
yeah, if anything, it's kind of like a cool reminder just to remind you, like, oh man, like I've done something. Like this is cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels good.
All right. Now I'm gonna show you this little thing that I bought for my nephew last night. I don't know which nephew's getting it, but I've been trying to get things for all the kids and my sisters. I wanted to do it for Christmas, but to be honest, I think I probably would give it to them way before that. But finding things for my nephews have been a little bit, I haven't tried as hard because I can't like get them little bracelets, right? We went to Phuket. I got all my nieces these little pearl bracelets because pearls are really, they all come out here. They all come from Phuket. But walking around Koh San Road last night, it was like in Bali, Jeanna. Like, and I said, I was like, oh man, I'm a huge target. I'm a sucker. Once I buy one thing, I can't. And they flock to me. They flock to me because they know she cares. She'll buy.
I know.
And
I'd be like, Brooke, walk away.
I'm standing there with one of the actors that I was actually with, this guy that I beat up. We did a fight scene, Devin, and I hit him over the head with a glass bottle. It was epic.
Nice.
And I hear this noise.
Can't hear it.
We can't hear it.
You can't hear it? I don't want to show it to you. Hang on.
Still can't hear it.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to show you what it is because now, you know, that it's anticlimactic if I don't.
Everyone's off.
It's this little frog, a wood carved little toad.
Oh, that's fun.
And it comes with this, like this. And my nieces and my nephews, they always buy, like when they travel with my sister or my brother-in-law, they like get little like turtles that are wood carved, like in Hawaii and things. But it's a noise. It's like a cricket. Or like a toad.
Hear it.
Really?
Okay.
I can't hear it either.
Dude, that's so weird. Honestly, it's weird because my headphones aren't plugged into my phone right now and I can barely hear you guys. Okay, hang on. We're going to try again. Just because now I really want you to hear it.
Okay. Try again.
I'm going to put it right next to the speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Still can't hear it.
Really? Dude, that's fucking weird. That's weird though, is it not? I'm talking
It's
to you
kinda
through
weird.
a microphone. You can hear me. I do this next to the microphone. Can't hear it.
No, it's not right. It's not right.
Anyways, it
is
sounds
weird.
like a toad.
It sounds like a
it's very
frog.
cute. It's very cute. It's adorable. And I guess you guys will never know what it sounds like. So cool. Here, I'll show you one more thing I bought, and it doesn't have a sound
like
at all.
5 tries. It was like
There's no sound.
it's like every time.
Like, nope.
So I know that Jeanna and Devin know this about me, but I'll let everyone else know. I'm a really good gift giver when I naturally find things that remind me of somebody, or that I'm like, I have to get this for this person. But I'm really bad at gifts you're supposed to do, right? Like Christmas.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at birthdays.
I'm the same way.
Holidays. I'm so bad at it. And it's an insecurity of mine because I worry that certain people might feel like I just don't care enough. And that's why I can never remember. But it's kind of one of those things, Jean, like when we go shopping, it's like whenever I'm not looking for something, I find the shirt I love, or I find pants that are incredible. But whenever I'm looking for something, I can't find shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But I hope this fits Maisie, because I've been gone for so long that she's probably grown like a weed, and this probably might be too small, but it's the only size they had. Look at this adorable dress. I bought it last night because I couldn't help myself.
Oh,
Oh, that's so cute.
Do I need to get one for
with
your
the
baby?
elephants, maybe.
Dude, it's
That's
the
so
cutest.
cute.
It is the cutest
With the
thing.
flowers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. So
And
cute.
it just has a little button on the back. I saw it and I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm not here to shop. I'm like, but I think I should buy that for her. It's so cute. There's a chance it won't fit her. But what did I pay for it, Dev? Like 150 baht. It was great. Actually 200 baht for this.
Okay, well that's like $9.
Yeah. So I got
Or
you,
less.
Jeanna.
Or
I will
less.
get you one.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
I don't have much left, but I've got $9.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to Between the Reps with Brooke, Jeanna, and Devin. And don't forget to
Rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating, 5-star warning. And we'll talk to you
see
next
you
week.
guys
And
later.
also, if you guys see more reruns, you can just know that the reruns are because I'm 14 hours ahead of California time-wise, and I'm working, and it is very difficult to be able to record podcasts. So thank you for your patience. And
thank you for your patience. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.